In this video, we're going to show you how to create users in your WordPress website. And users are good for if you have somebody you want to write articles on your website. Maybe you or do guest blogging. So maybe somebody could write articles, but you don't want them to approve it. Or maybe you do. Or you have a web developer that needs access to your site or anything like that. Users are a good way to do this, to allow people to contribute to your site in some way. And so the way you'll do that is by going to your website URL and /wp-admin, and then you'll either log in or it'll take you to the admin area, and then you can create a user, and you can go down to the users and click all users or add new. But if you click all users, then you can see all of the users that are available. And then if you click add new, you can create a username for them. So admin 24 or 23, I guess. Admin, and give them an email address. Has to be a real email address because this is where the email is going to be sent to, or they're going to get an email at this email address. Then you enter their name, and then a website if they have one. That's optional. And then you can either create a password for them, or you can have WordPress created for them, and then they'll get an email, or they should get an email. But you can also just create an email and add a password for them, and then tell them what their username and password is so they can log in and change the password to what they want it to be, and then send user notification. This will determine if they get an email or not, and it still might not work even if it's checked, depending on your host and a bunch of other things. But leave this checked and hopefully they'll get an email. And then you can select the role. So you can do subscriber, contributor, author, editor, or administrator. You want to be careful with the administrator. Don't just give that to anybody. And in fact, here is a definition of each of those roles. So the super admin is just for multi-site, but the administrator is what you have, the owner of the website, somebody who has access to all of the administration features within a single site. The editor is somebody who can publish and manage posts, including posts of other users. Author, somebody who can publish and manage their own posts. Contributor, somebody who can write and manage their posts but cannot publish them. So that would be something for like a guest blogger. Maybe an author would be something for, or an editor would be something for like one of your employees or something, or a writer that you've hired. And then subscriber is just somebody who can manage their own profile. Oh, and a contributor is somebody who can write and manage their own posts but can't publish them. So just choose whichever one is appropriate for that person, and then you'll just create add new user. And then they should get an email that says, hey, you're now a user of this website or whatever. And then also what you can do is if you want to give them the password themselves, you can just click on the user that you created, and then you can go down to the new password area and you can generate password, and then you can create a password for them. It has to be at least strong though. So then you can be like, oh, okay, I'm going to copy that, and then you can just update the user, and then you can send that password to them by copying and pasting it and sending it to them via email or whatever. But that's basically how you manage users. And then there's a bunch of other information. So if you want to change them to a contributor or an author or whatever, or anything like that, change their nickname or whatever, you can do all that in this users section. So that's basically it. And I hope this was helpful. Have a good day.